Alright, what's up everyone, my name is Reacts and welcome back. As you guys saw by thumbnail title, today we're going to be reacting to Oliver Tree's latest album, Alone in the Crowd. Now, this is, I think, his third studio album, if I'm not mistaken. I think he only has two others, and the last time I reacted to him was when I reacted to his album, Ugly is Beautiful. Now, I do know that there was a bunch of singles that released for this album, but I've been kind of steering away from reacting to them because I kind of wanted to save it for when the next album came, because I knew it was going to like come fairly soon. So I was like, you know what, I'll hold off on the singles and I'll just react to them for the first time when I, do the album review. Again, like I said earlier, last time I reacted to him, I reacted to his album Ugly is Beautiful, and I really enjoyed the album. I thought sonically and conceptually, I think it was a very good and interesting album, and I do hope that this album continues that path. Yeah, altogether this album consists of 13 tracks. It is 31 minutes long, and it needs 130 points to be a 10 out of 10. But yeah, other than that, if you're new to the channel and you like what you see, please consider subscribing. It's would help out the channel a lot. We're actually around 10,000 subscribers. But other than that, enough talking, let's just get into this. I'm actually really excited for this.
We need that E46. We need that.
Alright, so first check number 1, Bounce. Okay. Alright, that's not bad. It's very quiet. Let me turn it up a little bit. There you go. It does feel it does feel very similar to like Ugly is Beautiful, but it does feel like it is trying to be a very trendy song, kind of like some of his other tracks that have trended on TikTok. I like the concept though. Alright. I don't know why, when he sings, I can kind of like visualize how wide his mouth opens when he sings. I don't know why, I can just visualize it. It's not bad though. Wow, that's it for the lyrics? And there's still like 40 seconds left. Ooh, okay. That's not bad. I like that. Alright, but yeah, that was track number 1, Bounce. You know what? I'll give it a W. There you go. Work, please. Every time I try to use this thing, it just doesn't work. But yeah, that was a W. I really enjoyed that. I think lyrically was pretty solid. I think vocally was pretty solid. I don't really got too many complaints about that. I wouldn't really say it's anything like too insanely special, but it was a bop, It was just a nice little bop. I feel like he wasn't really trying to make anything like, how do you say, too insane, Alright, so next track number 2, One and Only. Ooh, I actually really like the synths on this one. Alright. Oh, this really feels like a song off like Ugly is Beautiful. Alright. Alright. It's simplistic, but it kind of works. I'm sorry, that synth is so good, but it's pretty much like synth pop, but like a dumbed down version of synth pop, but not in like a bad way, like it actually works. I really do love that synth though. Production is really good on the song. I mean, I could like kind of dive into the lyrics, but I feel like the lyrics are very self-explanatory, and I feel like he's kind of being blunt while he's talking about. I mean, he's obviously talking about a person that he loves so much, and that means so much to him, that like this is like the person he wants to be with for the rest of his life. Like this is his one and only person. Like there's no one else he wants other than this one person, and like I feel like that's just kind of self-explanatory. So I feel like I don't really need to go too deep into the song. I really like the vibe of the song though. The vibes are like they're here, Ooh, yeah, I love that freaking synth, bro. It's like a simplistic synth loop, but it's so good. Like it actually hits. Alright, but yeah, that was One and Only. I'm gonna give that another W. I actually really enjoyed that. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna add that. That was a vibey song. I definitely prefer that over Bounce. I think Bounce kind of had a little bit of genericness, and this kind of does too, but it's still like, it's very boppy, and I can already tell if I listen to that more than once, that synth is gonna get ingrained in my head. Like, that is a very like earworm synth and instrumental. Alright, next check number 3, Essence featuring Supercomputer. Alright. Alright. This is kind of house vibes, you know, like, it's a very simplistic groove, you know, it's not bad. Lyrically, again, identical to the last song. Just this person means so much to him, only person for him. Everything he talks about, only thing on his mind. I can definitely see TikToks using the song. I don't know, like this song screams like a TikTok trend. So far with these last 3 songs, there just hasn't been much to talk about. They're not like bad songs, you know, like I'm quite enjoying myself listening to these songs. I do hope that the more songs we listen to, like the better it gets, and like the more in depth it gets, kind of like Ugly is Beautiful, because I feel like Ugly is Beautiful had like this really cool concept to it, but I feel like this is kind of going more the safe route. It doesn't feel like it's being daring, you know, it doesn't feel very daring so far. It feels like so far it's kind of playing it safe. Who knows? Again, this is the first 3 tracks, so it literally could change at any moment. But yeah, that was Essence track number 3. You know what? I'm gonna give it a mid. The reason is not really because it's anything bad. It's not a bad song, alright? It's a little bit of a bop. But the reason why I'm giving it a mid is I feel like comparing it to the last 2 songs, I feel like this is definitely the most generic song, you know, it's definitely like really safe, like it's a little too safe, you know, especially for a guy like Oliver Tree, who we know is not a safe person. He's a very controversial artist, so like you don't really expect him to go like a safe route like this. But yeah, on to the next track number 4, Star. Okay. This sounds a lot like that one song off Ugly is Beautiful. Is it Don't Let Me Go? It does sound very similar to some of the songs off that album. Alright. It's simple, but it's cute. It's like, this is a cute song. Alright. I will say it is starting to like drag on a bit, and this is a short song. It's only 2 minutes. I do feel like that, like, first off, lyrically, again, it's very simplistic lyrically, and very blunt with the lyrics, and it's very blunt with the story. I think instrumentally it's very sluggish, it's very underwhelming. It's a cute song, but it's definitely not a song that I feel like I would return to. Alright, but yeah, it was track number 4, Star. I'm gonna give it another mid. It's not bad, it's a cute song. I mean, it's cute, but I feel like it's just not anything like special, you know? It's kind of generic lyrics, very generic beat. Probably one of the most safest things I've ever seen him do. It's just so bland of a song. Alright, next track number 5, Fair Weather Friends. I got fair weather friends in my G-class, spend some stay, some go, some days. The hell is this vocals? What are these vocals right now? Okay. Not bad. You know what? I will say his vocals are good for rapping. Like, he does have good vocals for rapping, or like a good voice for rapping. Alright. It's not bad. I actually like this. It's definitely better than the last track. It definitely feels a little bit different, and like he's actually trying a little bit better, and it does feel like similar to Ugly is Beautiful. Jesus. Alright, but yeah, that was Farewell Friends. I'll give it a W. I liked it. I think it was definitely a lot more interesting than the last 2 tracks. I think vocals, it was alright, but I think flow was pretty solid. I think instrumental was pretty solid. Other than that, like, first bit was kind of cringy, but when he actually got into rapping, it was pretty fun. Alright, next track number 6, Smile. Alright. Not bad. Alright, again, lyrically, same damn thing. Same thing as like the other 5 tracks, you know? Well, no, this one's talking about he's leaving and he's gonna miss this person a lot. But again, I'm more mean like it's simplistic. And it's pretty blunt, you know? Alright. This is pretty solid. I actually really like this. It's a nice mixture of kind of like rap and normal like soft rock pop, I guess.
Baby, I'm leaving here tonight. We got our whole
Alright, but yeah, that was track number 6, Smile. I'll give it another W. I really enjoyed that. I definitely enjoyed it last better than Star. I think Star was probably like so far the worst song. I think vocal was pretty solid. I think instrumental was pretty solid. I mean, instrumentally it was pretty basic, but it wasn't anything like offensive, you know. I think lyrically, again, pretty okay-ish, you know. It's nothing like too insane, but compared to Star, it's definitely a lot better, and I feel like giving it a light W is pretty solid, you know. Oh, but yeah, next track is Ugly Side. Okay. Oh, this really feels like Ugly's Beautiful. Okay. Alright. Oh, that's actually pretty good. That's actually good. Freak out, scream out, rebound. That's actually a good rhyme scheme. I like that. Alright. Okay. This ain't bad. Yeah, that was track number 7, Ugly Side. I'm gonna give that another W. Ironically, the shortest track too. I think lyrically it was pretty solid. I actually liked the rhyme scheme on that. Yeah, instrumentally it wasn't anything too crazy. I mean, it was pretty simplistic, but yeah, it was actually probably one of the more enjoyable songs on here. Yeah, on to the next track number 8, Highlight of My Life. Oh, I wonder what this song's gonna be talking about. This sounds like exactly like that other song. What is it called? Star or something like that?
And when I'm broke, these days I'm just glad that I have you.
Alright.
Baby, you're the greatest from the sideline.
It's okay. It's like it gets boring after a little bit, you know. Really? I like this part. Why can't it be like this throughout the whole song? Alright, but yeah, that was Highlight of My Life, track number, what was it, 8? Yeah, I'm gonna give that a mid. Reason it is because I did like the ending part a lot, but I feel like most of the song was very lackluster, you know. It was very lackluster, it was very boring. It kind of felt very similar to Essence and Star, maybe even Bounce. I mean, I didn't really go too much into the lyrics of Bounce, but it does feel very generic, you know. It doesn't really feel that special. It doesn't really feel like it's like trying too hard, you know. I don't know how to really explain it. On to the next track number 9, The First Night.
Don't get any better.
Don't get any better.
That I met her.
Oh, that sucks. I'm not gonna lie, that like this part.
First time that I met her.
The first time that I met her. I can't even do it. Met her. It's like loop, like, oh my god. He's like saying met her. I can't do it. I can't do it like he does it.
What? First time that I met her.
Met her. I can't do it, but I can't do it. It's hard. I don't even know how the hell he's doing that, but it just sounds so bad. Like, that genuinely, like, is bad. Alright, so pretty much identical. Dude, I can't. It's just... Oh, I can't. That is so cringy. I'm sorry. I know people are gonna like fume over me saying that, but it really does. To me, it's just like, ugh. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I'm really bored of this song. Like, this song is so uninteresting. I mean, instrumentally, it's not bad. It's just very lackluster, you know? Alright, but yeah, that was The First Night, track number 9. I'm gonna give that an L. The reason I'm gonna give it an L is just, it's so bland and boring. I think this is definitely the first song on the album that genuinely, like, I am so bored of. Like, I couldn't actually wait for it to end. Like, the other ones were more tolerable. Like, I could, you know, tolerate them. But, like, I feel like this was just really, really boring. And, like, I just wanted it to be over. Yeah, on to the next track number 10, Strangers.
Strangers standing next to me.
Okay.
And never
Okay.
standing next to me.
See, this one actually feels like it has a lot more of a concept going on than the last few songs. Even though it's like still pretty basic sonically, like I feel like lyrically there's just a tiny bit more depth into it other than, oh yeah, oh I love you, oh you're the best, you're the only one for me, you're the one I want to be with, oh the moment I held your hand, it's like it just snapped in the second and I want to be with you. A little bit more sustenance to it. You know what, I'm actually gonna add this. I actually really enjoyed this right now. Yeah, so far, it seems like the stranger he's talking about, like the stranger standing next to him, he's talking about himself. There's a lot of save, like, oh, while I stand here by myself, stranger standing next to me, when I look in the mirror, I'm the loneliest person that you'll ever found. This is definitely talking about himself. I think sonically, I really enjoy this a lot better than a lot of the other tracks. Hopefully we can end this off good. Alright, but yeah, that was track number 10, Stranger. I'm gonna give that a W. I really enjoyed that. Oh, can you work now? There you go. I really enjoyed that. I think vocally was pretty good. I think lyrically was pretty solid. I think instrumentally, sonically was pretty well made. Yeah, I got really no complaints. I think that's like the first song that... next track number 11, Invisible Man. Okay. Alright. This ain't bad. Oh. Yo, do you know what this sound reminds me of? Like this chorus? This chorus reminds me a lot of Alien Boy. This reminds me so much of Alien Boy. This really sounds similar to Alien Boy. Or at least the chorus, you know? Dude, I love Alien Boy. Alien Boy's definitely his best song. Okay. I actually really liked it. I'm gonna add this one too. Yo, we might actually end this off good. Ooh. Number 11, Invisible Man. I really enjoyed that. I think lyrically was very good. Vocally was pretty good. Instrumentally was very good. Yeah, I got no complaints about that. I'm gonna give that a solid W. Yeah, I'm actually excited. I'm starting to get a little happier, you know. I'm hoping these next two final songs are really good, like this song and the last two songs. Because if they're not, I'm gonna be very sad. Next track number 12, Elevator to the Sky. Okay. Alright. See, another song that has like a cool concept to it. Ooh, another, again with that like really interesting like synth. Alright. I like this. This is really nice. Alright. Yeah, that was interesting. I actually really like that. I like that take on the concept of death, on where we go after death and after we pass. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna give that a W. I know I didn't really talk too much, but I was actually kind of just vibing to the song. Yeah, that was really good. I really enjoyed that. I think lyrically was very good. I think instrumentally was good. I think vocally was very good. I'm very happy with that. But yeah, on to the next track, the final track, track number 13, With You. This better not suck. This sounds similar to another song. Wait. I'm sorry, that sounded so much like the others, like some of the other songs. Oh god, are we gonna really end this off like this? You don't, not gonna get ahead of myself, but listen to the song. Alright. I think vocally is actually pretty good. Alright. This is very nice. Like, again, it's very lyrically, it's kind of generic, but sonically it is very pleasing to the ear, and that's a plus, honestly. Even if it's like that's my only thing, you know. Even if lyrically it's not that special, as long as sonically it sounds very nice and pleasing to the ear, it's still a plus for me, you know. It's still a good song for me. You, I'm riding with you. Yo, this is vibey. I love this. Hey, I'm adding this song. Holy crap. This is really good. That was good. I really enjoyed that. I think that was a great outro to the album. Alright, but yeah, that was track number 13, With You. You know what? Give that a W. I will happily give that a W. I think lyrically it was very good. I think instrumentally it was very good. Vocally it was very good. Everything about that was really good. I really enjoyed that. I got no complaints. I think that was a great way to end off the album. Alright, but yeah, we did it. We reacted to Oliver Tree's latest album, Alone in a Crowd. And yeah, honestly, it wasn't that bad. Did it meet my expectations? Probably not. I wouldn't really say it met my expectations. There was a lot of lows and there was some pretty boring tracks on this album, but I wouldn't say it's a all around bad album. I think it has, you know, a few decent topics and a few decent concepts of the album, but there is a lot of filler tracks, which is very saddening because with an artist like Oliver, you don't really expect, like, you wouldn't really expect him to have a lot of filler tracks like that are pretty much the exact same topic, just worded like the utmost tiniest bit difference, a little bit different with the instrumentals, but like not enough to where like they're very distinguishable. You know, it has its highs, its lows. You know, I like the rap songs on there, a few nice topics, for instance, what happens when we die, where do we go. You know, I think that's a really cool concept for a song called I think it was Elevator to Sky. I think that was a pretty dope song, and I like the concept of that. I like the concept of some of the rap songs, and I like the last song. I really like. I think the last song had a lot of vibes to it, and I really enjoyed that. I would definitely listen to a lot of the tracks off there, but there's definitely a lot of skips on it. There was some bad vocals. Altogether, this album needed 130 points to be a 10 out of 10, right? You all heard it. Yeah, altogether, this album got 89 points out of 130, meaning that altogether, this album was a 6.8 out of 10. That's not bad. I was a little worried. I thought that was going to be way worse than it was, but honestly, I think a 6.8 is probably best rating you can really give this album, like an unbiased rating. I think that's like the best unbiased possible rating. No, there's a lot of enjoyable moments on it. There's a lot of, you know, enjoyable tracks, but it does have some very questionable tracks. Let me know what else you react to in general. Subscribe to the new channel, turn on post notification bells, notify if there's no upload. Go check out my 82Y, Mom Dear, leave ratings and reviews, albums, EPs, and songs to react to. Go check out my Instagram, Discord, social media links will be in the description, you know, down there. But yeah, other than that, hope you guys an amazing day, night, evening, or your, and I'll see you next time. Peace.
Tell him again, had a respect. My dad is my son, my brain is my pet. Dad is my son, my brain is my pet. I'm bagging it up and I'm tagging a jet. Bringing them up, supporting the set. Pass to your dog, so I'm bringing a vet. And to my dad in time. We need that E46. We need that E46. We need that E46.